Hi, my name is Tara May, and today I'd like to share with you some pointers to help raise your score in the written module of the IELTS test. No matter whether you are writing the general or academic version of the test, you will have to write an essay that will count for 2/3 of the overall mark that you receive. Your essay will be marked according to 4 criteria: task response, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. In this video, I'm just going to focus on task response. A typical IELTS question will consist of 2 parts. The first part will be a statement about a social issue. The second part of the essay will ask you a question about the statement that they have given. It is very important that you understand both parts of the question 100%. Otherwise, you may run the risk of writing an essay that goes off topic, in other words, tangential, and if that does happen, the maximum score that you can receive for task response will be band 4. So obviously you don't want that to happen. So make sure that you have read the question and both parts of the question 100%. Having understood the question, now it's time to plan your essay. I know you only have 40 minutes and that's not a lot of time, and often you're very eager to start writing as fast as you can. But if you do that, you run the risk of writing an essay that is not well coordinated, where the ideas don't flow well from one from another. And if that happens, not only could you score low for task response, but also for coherence and cohesion. So spending 5 minutes planning is really important. So do have that discipline. An important part of planning is for you to become clear on what is the main idea, the position, the thesis statement, from which all the other points in your essay will flow from to answer the question that has been asked. This position needs to be clearly stated in the introductory paragraph of your essay. It needs to be shown throughout the essay, otherwise you run the risk of achieving maybe only band 4 or 5 for task response. Another point is to make sure that the points that you are making have all been well developed. In other words, that any point that you have raised to answer the question has been fully explained, developed, and supported by examples. I always talk about the 3 E's with my students: to extend, so give more information, explain what is meant, and give examples. Extend, explain, and give examples. Then your answer will be fully developed. And again, this is another criteria that is required for you to achieve band 7 or higher. Finally, you must have a very strong conclusion that logically flows from the position that is in your introductory statement through the main points that have been fully developed. In other words, extended, explained, and examples have been given to support, through to a logical conclusion. It is absolutely vital that you do have a conclusion. If you don't, the maximum score that you can achieve for task response will be band 5. So to make sure that the examiner knows that you do have a conclusion, I strongly suggest you start your concluding paragraph by either using the phrase "to conclude" or "in conclusion." Your conclusion doesn't have to be very long. It can be 2 or 3 sentences. You can write more if you wish. Make sure that you don't include all the detail from your essay. It is a summary conclusion. Certainly don't include any new ideas. And make sure that you have answered the question 100%. Again, I suggest to my students when they are writing the conclusion that they always go back and reread the question critically making sure that their conclusion does answer the question 100%, both as far as the statement is concerned and also the specific question that has been asked about the statement. So let's have a look at an IELTS essay question together. Some people think that the current environmental issues are global problems and should therefore be dealt with by government, while others believe that these problems can only be tackled by individuals. Discuss both sides and give your opinion. I do strongly suggest that you read the statement and question a second time, underlining key words to make sure that your answer is going to be 100% on topic. Some people think that the current environmental issues are global problems and should therefore be dealt with by government, while others believe that these problems can only be tackled by individuals. If you see the word only in a statement, be very cautious. Very rarely is the word only appropriate. Normally, a solution, as in this case, will take individuals and government working together. So, only is a little bit of a trick question, and in your conclusion, you must refer to the fact that in the statement they mentioned only. So, we'll look at that a little bit more carefully when we go to the conclusion. So, the position that I'd like to suggest to address this issue is as follows. Some people are of the opinion that individuals can address today's environmental challenges without government involvement. While individual action is essential, due to the severity and global nature of the problem, government action is also demanded. So I've introduced the topic and I've also made it clear that government and individuals must work together, that individual action alone is insufficient. Turning our attention now to developing the main body of the essay, we have to discuss both sides and give our opinion. The first side that has been mentioned in the question is that due to the global nature of environmental issues, government must be involved. This will be discussed in the first body paragraph. The second point that has been given is that individuals alone can tackle this issue. This will be discussed in the second body paragraph. Looking at the structure of a body paragraph, the first sentence will be a topic sentence that will give the reader a good idea as to what is going to be the main idea presented in the paragraph. So, for the first body paragraph, I suggest the following topic sentence. Today's environmental challenges are not bound by country borders, and therefore government involvement is required to coordinate measures on an international level. For the second body paragraph, I suggest the following topic sentence. In addition to contributing at an international level, governments need to raise awareness amongst their citizens, as well as provide the necessary infrastructure at a national level. Having now got two topic sentences for the two sides, both paragraphs need to be developed, and you need to consider how will you support the topic sentence in each paragraph. You need to either extend, give more information, explain what you're talking about, or possibly even give an example to support what you are saying, so that you can fully develop the point that you have made in the topic sentence. So, having planned the body paragraphs for your essay in support of your position, it is now time to turn your attention to the conclusion. But before you do that, I strongly suggest that you go back and you read the question again, both the statement and the question about the statement, looking at the key words to make sure that your conclusion will directly answer the question that has been asked. So going back to the question, the key words that I think are important here are global problems, government, only, individuals. So a suggested conclusion that starts with either in conclusion or to conclude will be, in conclusion, individual action alone is insufficient, as government action is required to ensure a well-coordinated response at an international and national level. Government must also encourage individuals to actively contribute to solving this crucial global problem. So in my conclusion, I have captured the main points that have been presented in the main body paragraphs, as well as supporting the position that was stated in the introductory paragraph of my essay. I haven't introduced any new ideas. I haven't repeated what was stated in my position or in the main body paragraphs, but I have shown a logical conclusion that answers the question that has been asked. These points that I have mentioned today are very important. You need to make sure that you have answered the question 100% on topic. Otherwise, your band will be limited to band 4. You need to make sure that you have a position that is very clear and has been expressed throughout your entire essay, from the introductory paragraph all the way through to the conclusion. And it has been well supported by points that have been fully developed in order to be able to achieve band 7 or higher. It takes practice to plan. Task response accounts for 25% of the overall mark that you will achieve. In order to achieve band 7 or higher, it is important that you have understood the question well, both the statement and the question on the statement, that you have identified key words and noted special words like only. You need to make sure that your position is clearly stated in the introductory paragraph of your essay, and it is well supported with the main points mentioned in your body paragraphs that have been well developed by either extending, explaining, and or giving examples. And all of these flow logically through to a well-developed conclusion that you have checked has answered the question directly. Planning will certainly help you to achieve this. It is not easy, but the time that you will invest in developing this skill will definitely help you. I wish you good luck. Thank you.